BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, baby. We here live in full effect.
Like, subscribe, super things. Go to BagFuel.com. Cop the BagFuel baby sweatshirts. Cop my cookbook. If you want a consultation, send me a DM. Send Hynaken a DM, and we'll get right back to you.
Boom. My man Punch came through.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. It's
Yes.
a family affair today.
Yeah,
It's a family affair.
What's going on?
I'm excited, man.
So, you know, we want to talk about the infamous M80 in the Porsche.
Yo, listen.
Esso's like, it's an M80. Ain't no little green.
They said Puffy blew up Kid Cudi's car. And when we saw the inside of the car, it looked like they dropped some firecrackers in there.
The knob of the door went off. The cushion of the seat looked burnt.
Yeah, but it didn't look like, I was expecting to see a car blown up in rubbish, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
That car was completely drivable still.
Very operational.
Yo, Kid Cudi, if you didn't want that Porsche, you could have gave it to me.
A lot of niggas would have took the Porsche.
I would have got the windows fixed. You know what I'm saying? I would have got the sunroof fixed, wipe the black off the window, throw a door panel on there, and I'm outside.
First Porsche.
8,000. 8,000, I'm outside.
Yo, who put out the Porsche got blown up news? It was Cassie.
Everybody.
No, but who put it out? It wasn't Cudi.
Look, first of all, let's speak on Cassie ain't put nothing out. Cassie ain't technically said nothing.
Yeah.
They technically forcing her to talk.
Here's the thing, though. They did say, they asked Kid Cudi on the stands what happened, and he said that Cassie gave Puff the address to come to his house to find him.
Lined him.
Lined
Yes.
him up?
But that wasn't his personal things?
And the lawyer.
Wait, that's a dirty play. Hold on.
We can't skip over that.
Hold
on.
We can't skip over that.
Why would Cassandra tell Puff?
Hey, that's Kid Cudi.
Why would Cassandra tell Puffy where she's at?
No, she wasn't there. Puff was looking for Cudi. Oh, academics is playing.
That's crazy.
And he pressured her, and she said, this is where the man's address is at.
See?
And Brian still asked, do you feel like Cassie played both you and Puff? And he said yes. She played both of us.
I mean, if she lining them up, that's a dirty game. Listen, of course, I'm talking about the pocketed moment because they're going to try to overlook it.
What I'm going to say is,
let's get some perspectives.
What I'm going to say is, and I'm not taking up for Cassie, but Cassie was tremendously young when this was going on.
How old you think that is? I don't know.
Less than 25?
Oh, then. Okay.
Puffy had her when she was like 19.
Shit. Okay, fact.
Oh, so her frontal lobe.
Hold on. How old is she now?
I don't know.
No, she would be 30, let's say 35-ish. And Kid Cudi said 2011, so she's like 21-ish, 22 at the time, yeah.
This is what we talking about.
That's sophomore junior year in college.
Her frontal lobe is not developed, which I always tell people. So how are we really gonna blame her on the decision making that she's made? She's seeing stars. She's around one of the most richest dudes in the world. Peter Gunn just sat up here and said he almost signed fucking
his son over
to Puffy for the publishing deal because Puffy he's so fucking appealing.
It's magnetic
when it comes to business.
Yeah.
So if that's a grown, and Peter Gunn is right here, so y'all don't think we talking about him, okay? If Pete is a grown man and has had success, and he was managing his son, and he thought twice about it.
Yeah.
How the fuck we gonna think that this girl is able to deal with this shit?
On everything that you just said is a fact. Because it is a lot to be around a wave, but you are grown. When you was 21, you was doing sucker shit? Because I guess it's trauma aligned with it.
Men can't do sucker shit at no age. Women can get away with it. You can't do sucker shit at 21 and live it down.
Yeah, line
You're
somebody
not
else.
living it down. Women can do it.
All
we
day.
talking about a woman. We ain't talking about us. You can't do. If you did sucker shit, it's coming on the camera right now. He's a sucker.
Especially over 18. Especially.
At what point is it not considered sucker shit from a woman if she's gonna line up a man?
Is there an age for it?
It's never considered sucker shit.
No. So then at this point, then we're absolving blame on a woman for lining a man up, no matter what the age threshold is.
We're not absolving blame. The society is when you look at the thing. Let me just say this, and y'all can say whatever you want.
I'm with you.
When they show this study and they show the woman smacking the man, literally smacking the man on the street.
Yes.
The people was defending the woman.
Yes, of course.
All the man had to do was yell harshly at the woman, and niggas was coming at the man. It's already a slant.
But because of that slant now, this is why now the players, anytime a woman wants to say something about a man, she can say it. And if he's of substance, of value, his bankroll is in jeopardy now.
Definitely.
Because now we view and that's our fault though. Because women had not had the slant for so many years. So many years, the man had been in power and pocket. Think about it. Back in the old days, a man could just say, my wife cheated. She getting slinged with rocks. So now in the terms of history right now, this little small pocket of power that they have ain't nothing compared to what we've had. So it's our fault.
That slinging of rocks was in the 60s or 70s because niggas is killing niggas over they bitches now. Bitches is always getting the slant. Bitches always had the slant. Okay? Whether we want to realize it or not, on social media, we get to see it a little bit more. They always had the slant. We always, nobody thinks that girl's a liar.
Never.
Okay? They get the slant. They getting the slant. Okay? When the cops come and she whooped your ass and beat you upside the head and she got no scratches, he did it. Getting the slant. Okay? All she gotta do is complain, restraining order. They always get the slant. When they come out the fucking vagina, find you a good man that's gonna take care of you. That's the slant, nigga.
Yeah, they program from a very young age.
They program for the slant,
They
nigga.
program from a young age.
But now it's in their favor at a high capacity. They can just roll out the bed, whether it's true or not, place a well-timed accusation, and it's up. Cassie has gotten 30 million. Rightfully so. We seen her get beaten up and all of that. The hotel leaked the footage. Go for it. Do y'all feel different?
See, everybody
rightfully so to win a case. Rightfully to catch 30 M's is insane. It's insane.
I mean, this is the culture we live in now.
That's a strong thing.
All right, cool.
But we're talking about what's really going on.
Yes.
Puffy, when she put that $30 million lawsuit on, because of the way that the corporation was set up through business, Puffy didn't even have no say-so in that. They wouldn't pay her.
Yeah, it was a 20 and a 10 though.
Yeah,
she
so
won
20
twice.
and a 10.
Yeah,
She won the second time again.
They paid her.
Facts.
You follow what I'm saying? Again, Puffy could have said, don't pay her because that's going to fuck me up. No, we're going to pay her because that's going to fuck you up. That's what people don't understand. Once Cassie got paid, everybody was looking for fucking lawsuits and all that type of shit.
Everybody. That's when the guy came out, all of the gay shit.
That's the slant. So the guys didn't get paid. What's the Little Robbie? What the fuck is his name? Little Ronnie, whatever his name. Little Roddy, whatever his fucking name is. None of these people was able to get paid because Diageo didn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
If Diageo give a fuck about them, they would have did the same thing they did with fucking Cassie and paid niggas out, bro.
Do you think he has any level of a chance, any level of brand cleanup if he actually beats this?
Nah, he just need to be.
Does he have any chance? Because it's looking like he's gonna probably get off.
Back in the day, I would have said
any
yes.
chance?
But look what Chris Brown has gone through, and he's put out hit records, and it's still.
And the real story has come out with the Rihanna Chris Brown situation.
And it still
nobody cares.
The only person who has a great brand cleanup right now is Tory Lanez.
And he had to get stabbed
14 times.
Free Tory.
Free Tory.
Hello.
Yes. Definitely. We said that on the last show.
Yeah.
Let that man out.
Yeah.
He's the only dude I've seen whose brand can get cleaned up.
And he had to get stabbed 14 times and risk almost losing his life.
Megan's bullying him now. She's using the powers to bully him. Like, he hasn't even spoken. She's like, yo, would you stop talking? You harass. She's bullying him. He hasn't even said a word yet.
But is it really Megan or she's being told? Because now...
But if it comes out on her side, it comes out from her side.
No, let's go for it.
But can I say what I said about the women?
She's bullying them.
They can get away with the bullying.
Yeah.
I want to say this, though.
She's getting... Okay.
No. I cut you off. What I seen, I'm gonna make this fast. I'm seeing online, women are starting to shift because now it's so one-sided. Why do you need a restraining order on a man doing 10 years? What can he possibly say that is so offensive that you gotta silence him when he's only gonna be in prison for the next 3,000 days or 5,000 days with a group of men that want to kill him? See, this right there, people are like, that don't make no sense.
It never made sense until he got stabbed 14 times.
There you go.
It only made sense to the man. Didn't I say this on my show, on this show last time?
Yes.
I spoke of my cousin. My cousin Amara, one of my most beautiful cousins in my family.
You want to apologize?
No, and I want an apology.
Yeah.
I watch my friend's content. I watch my brother's content.
I want an apology.
That's proof I watch my friend's content,
Yes.
okay?
I want an apology from my young cousin.
Yes.
Because during Christmas time,
Yeah.
we argued and she said black men don't back up the women. And I made this whole case.
Yeah.
And I made this whole case and said, but Amara, his DNA was not on the gun that
don't
they
count.
saying that was shot. I don't need, see, I went to school for political science. I could have been lawyer Tory. I probably could have got you off. I got a big mouth if I would have kept going with the law shit, right? Because immediately, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
I'm with you.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
There's no gun residue. He's got no prints, no nothing. Why is my man in here for a gun being shot that he has nothing?
And even if they want...
The court of public opinion is so loud.
It's powerful.
Perspective is extreme. Perspective. Like, Puff is already avalanched in his case because of the hotel footage that was leaked.
Yeah, that's...
The court of public opinion said that man is guilty before we really started going into the case. Tory went guilty when Tory wanted to be on some street nigga shit and said, I'm not talking, which is his right. You get what I'm saying? When he went silent, court of public opinion said, well, the only voices we hear, it's this one talking. And my nigga, she said, the nigga shot her in the foot and said, dance, bitch. That's one of the wildest shits I've ever heard in my life.
And then they saw her running track a week later.
Hold on.
Football drills. And the football drills. They see ran football drills a week later.
How about this? When they got Kelsey's testimony, right? Before the court, right? She gave multiple stories. One of the stories she said, and my brother the bass told me, he jumped up on the car and shot down at the car.
Yo, bro.
And I'm like, ooh, yo, guns.
She's running down and outs on the football field.
Yo, bro, scramble.
Yo, she's running down and outs. She's running down and outs like Jamar Chase, my nigga. What are we talking about? Jamar Chase is like, yo, that bitch run some ill routes, nigga, on that blown up foot, my nigga. What are we talking about?
Yeah, she tackled
I got a right to say this because they had the nerve to put me in her documentary. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Walk me through this.
They put me in a documentary.
The Meg Thee Stallion documentary.
Meg Thee Stallion documentary when I said her career is over. You didn't know that?
No? You got a license check?
No, they didn't pay me.
Hello. Listen, I want to be a lawyer too now.
They didn't pay me.
Listen. My client wants to know why he did not receive his licensing check, his clearance paperwork, or a fee at a
You know what? Yo, Esso.
Yo, bro, you got sue for all of the profits made on that.
I want my money for Tory. I'm splitting my money. If I get money from being a Meg shit, I'm splitting my shit with Tory Lane 50-50.
The reason why you didn't get paid on that is the same reason I didn't get paid, and the same reason, Punch, you didn't get paid on certain licenses. We're just not some fraud, finance niggas who give money advice to niggas. We're just real niggas.
They steal our content, though.
Oh, I know. That's why I had to let them know.
The fraud financial niggas?
Yes.
They be stealing our content, too. Y'all know who the F y'all are.
I'm so out of the loop.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like I was in the middle of the...
Niggas thought I was never going to blow up, so they stole my content. So now they won't even come on our show because they're scared I'm going to bring up the fact that you used to steal my content.
Word.
But I'm about peace and love.
Happening.
Oh, you know them niggas.
If it's a war, pass me a gun, too. I don't know what's happening.
Don't worry about them.
I mean, we world famous because did you see that Math Hoffa was on Earn Your Leisure? Talking about me and Hynaken. Under the comments, which I don't read, Peter Guns, but everybody calls me. Under the comments that I don't fucking read.
Okay.
Everybody
now
sending
I'm picking up what's happening. I didn't know.
Everybody sending me shit about the comments that I don't read saying, EYL, why would you interview the nigga who did the robbery instead of the niggas who got robbed? Exactly.
Wait.
But it must be,
I'm in the middle.
Everybody must be in cahoots with each other because I don't even know why me and my man's name is ain't still in niggas' mouths. Is what I'm trying to figure out. Me and my man don't even be talking about nobody. We over here working, getting our good money, chilling the fuck out, But niggas still want to talk about us and blame us. I guess because it's on Earn Your Leisure. They got to talk about money, so lies start flying. And since niggas need ratings and other shit, they gonna let lies fly. When if y'all want the story, ask the niggas who got wrong. Everybody knows the deal now, homies. So everybody looking at y'all like, why would y'all have Son on there after he came on lip service?
And what did he say on lip service? I blocked their money and I blocked their deal.
And on lip service, he asked us to come back on the show. And you know what I said? Hell no.
He made the Gilly face.
Hell no.
Yeah, Punch, but yeah, that's why, all that. But back to
Them
this.
your cousins. I know you know all these people. Exactly.
I know Rashad, I know Troy.
Exactly.
yeah.
I do, I know them. I didn't, this last,
Do you think
listen,
No,
let's be clear, I'm with you.
Do you think it
I
makes
just
sense?
came in
Let
on
me
the
ask you a
block,
question.
and my boys was shooting. I said, oh, okay. I did see the
Let me
math.
ask you a question since
Talk
we
to me.
shooting.
I'm with you.
Do you think that made sense?
What part? Specific, so I'll give you an honest answer.
A money platform
Talking about Esso and Hynaken.
on a money.
Does that make sense? When Esso and Hynaken's name, this is the crazy shit about it. This is the crazy shit about it. For y'all platform, right? Everybody knows the truth. So the fact that you're promoting lies 2.5 years later makes it look crazy. And then y'all see us in the street. They saw me in South by Southwest and act like they ain't know me. How? What are you talking about? We was at the motherfucking, what's the Sean shit? When we showed the Sean party, one of the niggas was there. So evidently y'all know us, you was gonna be on BagFuel and turned us down to go on the sports platform, Combo's Court. Combo's my man. So y'all turn us down and go on a white dude's platform that's my man that don't even got the motion we got. That's when I call Hynaken. I say, oh, these niggas don't fuck with us. This is plain as day.
You're gonna get a phone call, Punch.
I might get a phone call.
Everybody
get a lot of them.
See, what's crazy is everybody wants me to shut the fuck up right now.
Nah, why?
No, for some reason, niggas is telling me don't land my fucking plane. But for some niggas, I gotta land this motherfucker and take back off, nigga.
Okay.
That's what I gotta do. I'm sorry, Cosmic Kev. You told me not to land my plane. Clue, you said let niggas go. No, nigga.
So you finally get
And time out. I'm gonna say this too. Gilly, you called me personally yesterday. You can't beat me one-on-one. And I'ma go to the gym, and I'ma send you the tape you asked me for last night. It ain't got nothing to do with me and Clue no more. One-on-one, get McDonald's, whatever we want to do. I'll come to your gym in Philly. I asked you last night. I'ma show you the tape. I got it on tape. I'ma show you. I asked you, Gilly, which me and Gilly don't got no problem.
No, extended clip.
No, this is
I know it's good.
No, me and Gilly don't got no problem. Me and Gilly don't got no. This is my talk shit
he's going
to the bully in South Street. This is what I call him.
I'm with you.
I call Gilly the bully in South Street.
They
don't call you too.
Gilly's calling me too. This is good.
I call Gilly the bully in South Street. Okay.
Okay.
So press play on this.
Gilly said he don't play niggas my age. I'm the same age as Gilly. We both 48. I'm actually younger than Gilly, right? But what niggas don't know is I don't talk about my basketball shit.
Hold on. Let me cut you off. Let me cut you off.
I don't talk about basketball.
He was in the backcourt with one of the guys who made street ball famous.
Ray
Austin, a next guy that co-signed you. Hold on, let me set this up.
Shit. The McDonald's All-American MVP.
Okay. Hold on.
Let me show you something.
One of your favorite guys, Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Shaheen beat him for the MVP.
He got MVP of the McDonald's.
Niggas can't
beat. Let me show you something. Read this.
Read
this out loud. Read that out loud. Read that out loud.
Okay. I'm only gonna say this once, Esso will destroy. Wait, who wrote
this? Say this. Read the whole shit.
Okay, I'm only gonna say this once.
Read it.
Esso will destroy Gilly. Esso is a monster on the court. I've heard stories from Coach Shaw 10. Leave Esso alone.
Who is Coach Shaw 10? The McDonald's All-American MVP.
Over Kobe Bryant.
Over Kobe that coaches for Seton Hall. Shaheen Holloway.
He goes.
Stop it.
Ray,
So
hold on. We gotta set this up.
goes.
What does Rafer always ask you? Skip to my
Yo,
loop.
Randy, you still got your jump shot, and I say Rafer, skip to my loop. I'll still gun you down.
And he stops talking.
What are we talking about,
And Punch,
nigga?
you play with
Well, you
Lenny
better stop
Cook, so
playing with me.
you understand the
Niggas
Cook.
better stop playing with me. I play ball on Tuesday and Thursday. I work out with the muscles in the gym 3 times a week,
going
nigga.
crazy. Let's go, Punch.
This is what I do because I'm tired of niggas. See, I do my shit in silence, but I'm tired of niggas talking to me
let's
now.
switch gears.
But Gilly has killed a lot of niggas.
I don't give a fuck.
So he deserves
You
to
see
be.
these guns, nigga? I'm
about
taking them to the whole Baja, nigga. I'm not shooting threes on that cute Steph Curry. We playing for the money. I grew up playing for the money. I'm from New York. I go borough to borough,
Who's getting FaceTime
park
now?
to park, nigga.
the fuck?
This is what I did.
Yes.
So when niggas challenge me, I say, yo,
Peter
I'm
Guns.
gonna go to the gym. See, this is what niggas got me doing. I go to the gym on Tuesday and Thursday for cardio.
Okay, talk
I'm
about
not
it.
going to work on my handle, off
Okay.
the dribble jump shot.
Okay.
I'm going to do cardio. I'm an old man.
This nigga's sweating,
right?
yo.
Okay. I'm hot.
He's ready to
I'm
go.
fucking
He's
pissed.
ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
pissed.
sick as-
Gilly called me wilding out yesterday, talking to me, yo, you an old parked car, and all this other type of shit. So all I said was Gilly. All I said was Mr. Gilly. I said, Mr. Gilly.
yeah.
I said,
Call
Mr.
him.
Gilly. I said, Mr. Gilly, just invite me to your gym. Can I get an invite to the gym? So that's all I asked.
Oh, yeah,
I said,
let's go.
and then
I'm
he
gonna
gave me
ask this.
stipulations. He
I'm
gave me
with you.
stipulations. He said, well, we run up and down 6 full courts, and then we start playing one-on-one. Whatever you want to do. You want to play the
Oh,
one-on-one?
he tried to
phone?
run you out of gas?
I got Esso.
You want to play me? I do this for a living. I'm not, listen, I'm not out there shooting J's trying to look cute. I'm out there killing. I'm fouling you too, nigga. You not coming to the boat. You not just doing whatever you want to do, nigga. It's a game. All right, see, niggas, no, I'm going to say this, Hynaken, hold on.
I'm with you.
Niggas will let Gilly, they not playing defense. They not going to hurt him. What did Gilly say to me when we went to dinner? He said, Esso, this one thing I want you to realize is that, you know we got to get up and go to work the next day. I said, he don't want to play me.
Oh,
He don't want to play me. I said, he was right there, Kev. We was at dinner. This is the first night we
Beast
ever
was
met
there,
Gilly.
too.
Beast was there?
Yeah, he
This
was
the first
there.
night we ever met Gilly.
Okay.
The first night. And Gilly, we cracked jokes and all that.
I'm with
Gilly's the coolest nigga in the world.
Super cool.
1000%.
Solid nigga.
He live up to what
But
he
you
is.
can't beat me. I don't give a fuck. Big 3. Shoot around with these college niggas.
Hold on,
They're
let's
not-
break this up.
they're
Let
not
Let me ask you an
competing.
honest question. Gilly, you feel like you shoot better than Gilly? Yes or no? Let's break it down. You shoot better than Gilly?
From range, I don't shoot from range as better than Gilly, but everything else, my game is.
Gilly
game
got
is
more
solid.
range. Mid-range, you're above?
No, he's good in mid-range. I seen
No,
him play.
I'm walking it
I
down.
shoot
I
from
want-
deep. Gilly shoots from Steph Curry range. I don't believe in that. That's what Clue and them do. I'm going to the hole.
Okay.
I'm pulling up off the dribble. I can post you up. I can
No, I
drop
said-
shot
hold on,
you.
so-
I
so-
can
I'm
float
not-
it to the bucket. I dribble with both of my hands. I can shoot jump shots with
So
my
there's
left.
no way he's guarding you.
No way.
Too strong.
Nigga, it's no fucking way that he's stopping me to the hole.
Yo, from college
No
3
way.
and
This is
he's
strong.
Yeah,
No way.
I
he's
seen
stopping me
him
to the
play.
hole.
This is strong.
Yo, listen. 3-point, want to dance? I'ma play you to you're left-handed. I'ma play you to your right all game. And then if you get past me, I'ma foul you. You're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna be frustrated.
That's not, people's gonna attack you for that.
What?
Because if you're just gonna foul, they're gonna attack
That's part
you.
of the game. You get 6 fouls. The fuck? What the fuck you talking
you
about?
count fouls?
No, you get fouls.
Fair.
Fouling is
Are you counting the
fouling
foul?
I don't count fouls.
Okay.
And guess what I
Because they be doing that now in the
Guess what
one-on-ones
else
when
I
they play
don't
now.
do?
What, talk to me.
I don't call. How about that?
Too strong.
I
can
don't
hack me.
call. I don't believe in
Gillies.
calling, nigga. I play for the money. There is no foul, nigga. Nigga, tackle you, you better make the basket,
And
nigga,
one.
for the money, nigga. And one, count it, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I done did it in fucking Soundview. I done did it in Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, all over. Niggas know. It's not a secret. That's why niggas is on the gram like, y'all don't know. So niggas like, post your videos. No. If y'all think he gonna win, put your money up.
There you go.
That's it. I ain't gonna post no video. See, I'm not
So you putting dollars up. We are talking.
Nigga, we supposed to play after Memorial Day. I got Clue on the phone too. They called beefing with me and Clue. He called me and Clue park cars.
Yeah.
He did.
And Clue goes crazy.
Clue got a jump shot.
Clue can shoot from range.
Clue plays ball every day. I don't.
I see Clue on my man Ando's story all the time.
He plays ball every day.
He can shoot from range.
See, what niggas is estimate, niggas looking for the cute shit. Yo, Gilly could do all this. I said, one-on-one, none of that matters. You think a nigga gonna dance on me? He ain't Booger Smith. You ain't dancing on me one-on-one. You ain't Booger. Booger can dance on me one-on-one. Nigga, I played Rafer one-on-one. Rafer is one of the few niggas that beat me. He beat me 11-8. I won't ever forget it, nigga. I won't ever forget it. And I'm gonna tell you why.
When y'all was in prime.
I'm gonna tell you why Rafer beat me.
When y'all was in prime.
Yes, in prime, nigga. Okay. In Rochdale Village.
They want to know that, you know.
In Rochdale Village in Southside Jamaica, Queens, Rafer's name was not Skip to My Lou. It was the it was a battery. It was the I don't want to stutter. The one that starts with the E. Yes, that's what it was.
The what?
Energizer?
Yes, that was Rafer's original name.
Crazy.
Because you know why? Because Dave Edwards, God bless the dead, and Wes Nelson, aka Black Gold, said Rafer just keeps going and going and going.
That's my nickname.
Peter Guts Rafer would go to the whole pause. He just keep going and going and going. So when they called him Skip to My Lou, and I put the tape in, I was like, that's Rafe Dougie. When the fuck did he become Skip to My Lou?
Crazy.
He became Skip to My Lou at the Rucker.
Entertainers, yeah.
They just gave him the name.
So
they took his old name away.
So we've cleared that out. One of the two frustrations.
I'm with you.
One of the main frustrations you two dudes have in lockstep, and y'all never talked about this. Y'all just tired of older rappers trying to rap. What is y'all issue?
Y'all should have asked me that shit.
Yo, this is just crazy.
Coming back
Okay.
Yo, we might have to set up a microphone.
Okay.
Don't let me sit quiet on this.
So this is my stance. My stance is a little unique. My stance is I feel like, and I've said this, I don't know if you ever heard me have this take. I feel like our genre limits our categories and our subgenres really, really wrong. I feel like our culture should have whatever it titles as, but an adult or a grown or an OG or a traditional hip hop, so that the older dudes can operate.
You being nice.
No, I swear, no. This is my real shit, S.
Okay, that's how you
I know,
feel.
because let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Who's putting up the budget for that?
Esso, hold on. Let me land the plane, Esso. He thinks it's Newark with no fucking landing in the plane. Newark, get a new nigga on the tower, right? So listen, the shit is like this. Yo, so now we going. I think that if our OGs had a genre to survive in, not only do the rappers go up, the producers go up, the DJs go up, and the executives go up because they give a shit about that side of the genre. Guns is clapping. I think the problem with the genre is that they got young kids, people that don't care and don't connect to those artists, that don't respect them, being the one to scale it. And then that's one. And then two, then an older rapper, not just age, even just the OG rapper comes and literally goes and puts out a song and then gets compared against Zeddy Will. You know what I mean? The young boys is smoking shit.
Zeddy Will's
you know what I mean?
a different animal.
These niggas is doing millions and millions and millions a day, but the reality is this. Those fans have time to support and love their artists because they don't have families, they don't have careers, they don't have children, they're younger. They can consume themselves with the music. I think that our OGs, if they were against each other, competed against each other, they wouldn't be worried to drop because they wouldn't be concerned about how their stats would go. They would compete against each other and they wouldn't be trying to make corny music when they're trying to fit in because they'd make the music that they want to make.
Can I make some? I just got one statement. I just got one statement.
Listen, you know?
The only niggas that think they don't need to retire is rappers. That's the only niggas. Every other profession is retirement, nigga. Y'all niggas need to retire too.
What R&B nigga retire?
Stevie Wonder's finished. Stand over there, Stevie. You finished.
Hold on, let me ask you something. Should Usher retire? He competing with Chris Brown.
Not, listen.
He competing with Trey Songz.
There are certain. See, if we want to pick and choose,
yeah, we picking and choosing.
If we want to pick and choose, because you picked one nigga out of 1,000 old niggas. You picked one nigga out of 1,000
we have to put a mic for
old
me.
niggas.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Niggas, for some reason, when Peter Guns and them was younger,
Yeah, man.
It was a young man's sport.
I still rap.
It was a young man's sport. Hold up, let me say what you want to say. What you want to say?
But it was a young man's sport by decision, or just because the genre was young?
Let me say this.
there you go.
Let me say this. No, the genre was not young because Big Daddy Kane faded out. And he could have kept trying to rap in the 90s.
He did.
No, he did. He stopped, nigga. He stopped. He stopped, nigga. Big Daddy Kane runs around with his old catalog making money, which is the same thing that all these other older niggas should be doing too.
You ain't buy his new shit.
We love your
You ain't
old.
paying attention to his new shit.
We love your old records. See, the older rapper, what they're getting it twisted. I'm not saying don't rap. I'm saying don't make no new songs.
Oh, Jesus.
Nah.
Yo, this nigga's ill.
I'm saying rap
So,
rap
niggas is gonna beat, they swing it
already
in their
mad,
room.
yo.
They punch in the air.
They already
Jesus
mad.
Christ.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You see, you ain't really watching. They really mad at me. You an old
I'm
nigga
mad at
too.
you,
You
nigga.
an old
I'm
nigga
mad
too.
about this.
And you know what I told them? If I'm an old nigga and niggas ain't checking for me, you ain't gonna see me turn on this camera, nigga. I'ma pivot to something else. See, the problem with the rappers is they have no fucking pivot. That's the issue if we really want to talk about
But
it.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Is that they wouldn't have to pivot if there was somewhere to grow to.
No. Pivoting is a part of life. Everybody pivots, nigga. Jay-Z pivoted, nigga. All these niggas pivoted. Mr. Reed pivoted. All these niggas became something and had to pivot to become something else to survive. Dream pivoted. Timberland pivoted. Niggas invested in the Rock Nation. Timberland could have been a nigga, I'm gonna make beats for the rest of my life. He could have been.
Still is.
But he refined his business. He can make beats for fun. You ain't seen no Timberland beat on the fucking radio. Nobody cares. But is Timberland a fucking legend? You goddamn right. For what he once did and the fact that he still got paper.
Okay, so this is the real, let me ask you this question. So, all right, let me walk this down, right? And to
Okay.
give, because Hynaken knows, first of all, I love y'all niggas. Let's just, I love these niggas, man. Let me walk it like this, right? My point of where I started with this I Dare It genre starts when Funkmaster Flex went and tried to end me. We're aware, if y'all not aware, when Flex went and tried to literally end me.
We know that.
Right? Cool. So when Flex went,
Good, said me
but again, right? Y'all niggas is legends. I was the young nigga that was coming into the city that we ain't never really see something like this before. You get me? Because I was the only DJ in the city that had an internet presence. I was doing 750,000 views a week. You get what I'm saying? Maybe 1 million, 1.5 million on a good day. You know what I mean? So we was going crazy. We was super viral. Cool. When I was going at Flex and I'm looking at Flex shooting and I'm like, damn, Idol becoming a rival. This is nuts. Holy shit. I'm feeling, this is what that pressure feels like when everybody's calling the phone. All of the OGs, SNS, Kid Capri, Drama, Cal, everybody's like, yo, Punch, do you know they look cool? When I was in the middle of the smoking going back and forth, it hit me and go, yo, what do I want him to do? And that's when I started thinking about, where do I want him to go? It's like, just leave and stop DJing. These niggas didn't have the pivot. So then I was like, yo, if there was somewhere to grow to where that they could be around the genre that they care about. And then me and my friends, my peers, not my friends before they go crazy, my peers and the hot DJs that of my peers can shine in there, and then our OGs above it go up. You know what I mean? Like, it just continues the cycle. When we don't have nowhere to go to, I feel like we're limiting our genre. And that's what I'm saying. I look at it like,
Everybody's genre, yo, Punch.
talk to me.
Punch.
Talk to me.
Metallica, the rock bands,
Yeah?
they're not making new music.
I have
They're
no idea.
touring, but this is what I'm trying to explain to you because this is the problem.
I'm listening.
People are putting hip hop
Yeah.
and saying, oh, the white people go forever, and they're comparing us. But they're not realizing what the white people are doing. They are going forever with their classics. You're not hearing John Bon Jovi trying to put out a new project. Because if John Bon Jovi did, we would be looking at John Bon Jovi saying, why are you doing that right now? You're touring the world doing what you got already. Make room, nigga. You got those rock records from when you was 20 years old. You're rocking them now when you're 59 years old.
Yeah.
They're classics. We don't need nothing else from you. Filled your position. That's just real shit. Do we need something else from, if Jay-Z never makes another record, we'll be fine. And we'll go to his fucking concert and listen to all his classics and be like, yo, Hov had it, nigga.
So did you enjoy 444?
No, I did not. No, I did not enjoy 444.
Get the fuck.
I did.
Didn't enjoy it.
No, I did
From
not.
which angle? Just so I'm
like
learning.
2 or 3 records, I didn't enjoy. I didn't enjoy the Grail one.
Holy Grail.
No, Magna Carta.
Did you enjoy any of the? Did you cancel out any of the old hoes?
No, I like certain songs. I like the joint.
I
he
like
had-
certain songs, but we talking about projects.
Yeah, I'm
correct?
talking about project,
In
correct.
totality, I'm talking about, I like songs off the project, but I don't like the project. No,
Oh.
no, hell no.
So you felt okay, and just
Hell
in
no.
clarity, 444 didn't hit because
How many
what?
records is he doing in concert off of 444? 1? How many? Uno. Come on, you know. See, I'm outside. I actually go to shit. So when niggas is talking, right? I'm actually there.
Yo.
I'm actually there at the concert.
Okay.
He's doing 1 record off of that.
Let me ask this question:
Okay,
What
yeah,
is it for you? And just to learn, is it for you an age or is it a feeling? What's that? Where they go, it's over. I'm trying to get.
You about to try to get me in trouble.
No, I'm learning.
No, you're about to try to get me in trouble. It's just not the same.
Okay.
It's just not the same.
I didn't know if there was a cutoff point.
Hey, I'm gonna say something and niggas gonna be mad. Dame Dash Jay-Z
Okay, well, he's going.
is way iller than Jay-Z by himself. The Dame Dash Jay-Z project,
1,000%.
the Dame Dash Jay-Z projects is the fire, nigga.
Everything-
After Dame was gone, everything was okay. That's facts,
What
nigga.
do you think?
And niggas ain't gonna say it.
So it's
Niggas
going
ain't
good.
gonna say it.
But
Peter Gunn
used
agrees with
you-
me.
That's a hard word to say.
You know why I
okay.
went viral for the first time? You
Talk
know
to
what?
me.
You know. I'm gonna tell you
walk me
how
through
I
it.
went viral. I said Jay-Z only had 1 classic album.
Jesus Christ, bro.
No.
I can't say that.
Can't agree with that.
Okay, what's the classic
No,
album?
I said.
What's the classic album?
I said when I first went viral, right?
Yes.
And everybody disagreed with me, right? But the niggas in the music business said everybody knows that.
Okay, what's the classic album?
Volume 2, Hard Knock Life.
Hard Knock Life is over Blueprint and Black Album.
How?
To
Black
me, too.
Album?
Hold on.
How Black Album?
Black Album.
Come on, stop it.
Yeah, I was.
Black
Black Album, no,
I don't
no,
care
no,
about Black
no,
Album.
no,
And I'm
hell
from
yeah.
Brooklyn.
Volume 2
is that
Hard
deal.
Knock Life is the tour, is the monster. You play that shit, when niggas had that shit out, you was going 1 to the end, nigga.
Yes. Yes.
That's the only record he got, nigga. Rock Wilder, my producer, did MP the realest niggas. The nigga was on Volume 3. He did Guilty Until Proven Innocent, nigga. My producer.
Yeah?
Okay?
Yes.
Trust me.
Blueprint.
That wasn't
Blueprint.
NYMP.
Black Album.
NYMP, the realest niggas, the Volume 3, that was not it. Volume 2 is it, nigga. Blueprint comes right after that.
First album.
You talking about
He's talking about Reasonable Doubt.
The Reasonable Doubt. The only reason why I don't put that there, there are some gaps in a couple of records in there.
No.
And people, there is 2 records in there. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's 2 records in there.
I wanna
That's
hear what you
okay.
say.
I'll just hit one. if
That's
you tell me
okay.
one.
If you say 1, but listen.
No. I'm saying just give me one.
Nah, I'm not going.
Oh, I didn't
You
know.
gotta do it.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at this crazy because I look at Blueprint and Black Album as classics.
I like Blueprint. That's a
I
classic.
look at Blueprint and Black Album's classics.
Black Album is definitely not a classic. in my
Blueprint is
mind.
definitely
If
a
you want to
classic.
say Blueprint is number 2, I'm gonna give you Blueprint number 2. Listen.
Blueprint number 2.
No,
Blueprint 2 is better than Blueprint 1.
No. Blueprint number 1 is the number 2 is the number 2 project by Jay-Z. Volume 2 with Hard Knock Life for me is number 1, and Blueprint would be number 2.
I'm almost.
What else is there?
Because I'm looking at Black Album. Black Album is amazing.
Come on,
What
Black
more
Album.
can I say is amazing? Moment of clarity. These records are amazing.
Black Album.
Blueprint number 2.
What was amazing? Which record was amazing?
What
on
more
Black
can I
Album?
say? Might be
What more
2
can I
of
say?
Jay-Z's best 16s ever.
Nah. See,
What more can I say?
Time out. Are we judging raps or are we judging sonically appealing songs? Because I'm a sonically
Intriguing. Okay.
I'm a sonically pleasing guy.
So then Blueprint would be up there because it feels good.
I said
Just
number
Blaze,
2.
Kanye?
I said it was
Okay.
my second favorite album after Volume 2.
Fair.
The Blueprint.
Yeah, Blueprint. Yeah. So if you're gonna say that Jay-Z got 2 classics for me,
Jay-Z got like,
it,
it's so hard to hear this out. I'm with you. That's
Listen,
why Esso go
yo,
viral.
Reasonable Doubt.
We got 4 minutes.
Okay,
We gotta
Reasonable
close
Doubt
this out.
would have been a classic to me, but the public didn't receive it. That's my age. I'm older than you.
Let's close this out.
I'm older than you. Niggas wasn't vibing with it. Niggas can front right now.
Yeah.
Niggas was vibing with Ain't No Nigga. I'm on record. I did Jay-Z's first show in Baltimore with Foxy. I did it. It was me.
Okay.
He talked bad about it and everything. I did it. And that was that deal. When at that time, and Guns will say, people wasn't believing in Hove like that back then. See, so it wasn't the umph. It was all about Nas and Big. It was not about Jay-Z at all.
Yeah.
So he didn't get the luster to even pay attention to that record
Punch.
to get the credit.
Close this out, B. What's your...
Shit. Shit. I don't know. Damn.
Yeah, let's close this out.
Phew. I don't know. I'm following y'all lead. I don't even. Okay.
I mean, hey, do you feel Jay-Z only had one classic album or more? If you feel there's more,
mean like
put them
this?
in the comments, yo. Who? BagFuel, Punch. Wait.
Tell them how they can find you, Punch.
Oh, I mean, you already know what it is, man. It's Pvnch. I am Punch. I see me, man, viral for a lot of years. I talk real loud. I'm trying to be the president of the hip hop culture. Somebody got to talk for it because I believe in it. I want it to last eternity. I see it got a lot of growth to it.
And
you know
I want to, well, I don't really want to apologize, but I know you're going to get mad phone calls.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good shit, man. I'm happy, man.
Oh, every nigga we spoke about is calling your phone.
Yeah. This is gonna happen, man. You know, it's a family
playful.
thing. This is all great. This is
The
all
shit
great.
where Gilly was playful.
No, he
Gilly,
was.
I fuck with Gilly.
Yeah.
I can't say this rest for everybody else.
BagFuel, baby.
We out of here.